is for the period for April 9th to 23rd. Sorry, I'm so late. Had things going on, but okay, hold on a second. All right, we're going to look at the period. This is for April 9th to the 23rd. We're going to look at the period for April 9th to the 13th. This is what we have here. We're looking at. Now, how come they're not moving? All right, 9th to the 13th. That's what we have here. Generally, we have a split flow here. Here's our northern stream. Here's our southern stream. And we're going to have active weather here across the northern states. Trough in the west, ridge in the east. Now, we'll have a northern stream upper trough that'll deepen surface system that'll progress the northeast and to the eastern Canada by Friday. We'll look at the surface here. All right, so here's our system here. This will bring some snow to some northern areas. And then we have another one like really moving through tonight and tomorrow. This can bring some light snow, you can see here, across interior northeast and New England. Okay, the front will cause moderate rain and snow, and with snow to the north. There could be some heavy rain, excessive rain Thursday and again on Friday with the return flow across parts of the Central Plains and the middle of the Mississippi Valley. So we'll look at that here. So I don't know how that got in there. So we'll look at the lower Mississippi Valley here. Here's where we're expecting the heavy rain across the area here. And then we'll have a front lingering across the Gulf Coast, may keep conditions wet into early next week. So we look at the front here across southern Florida. You see we have rain and storms here across the region. And showers might also affect parts of the southeast and the Gulf Coast. High pressure remain further north over the south, gradually warming under the ridge, cause warm temperatures across the southeast into the eastern states. The eastern states will continue to experience up and down in temperatures. And we will have an upper low that will push into the eastern Pacific, from the eastern Pacific into the west, and bring rain to the south late in the week. And we'll look at that. So here we are Thursday, Friday. You see we have some rain here across Texas. That'll be associated with that upper low. Okay, we're going to look at the period for April 14th to the 18th. Trying to look at the same pattern. Generally a trough, ridge in the east. The miles are good agreement with that. You can see some of the ensembles even. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures for much of this area here. Anomalies of 6 degrees or more above normal. Below normal temperatures here with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, calling for a below normal precipitation here. And for this region, probability of occurrence is up to 40%, above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. Okay, we're going to look at the period for April 19th to the 23rd. And you can see here, generally same trough ridge configuration. Now the GFS changed a little bit, bringing the trough down into the Great Lakes. The European still keeps an upper low offshore, but generally zone of flow at above normal heights. I think that'll be the case. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for a little change in the temperature anomalies, and for precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation across much of this area here. Probability of occurrence is up to 40%. Okay, there's talk now a little bit about the polar vortex and El Nino and affecting the hurricane season. I might have more on that as we get into tomorrow. Maybe by tomorrow or the next, I'll talk about it during the week. Let's put it that way. Sometime during the week, I'll get the information together. So that is it for now. That is the long range weather forecast discussion for April 9th to 23rd. Thank you for stopping by and have